gorgeous halo eye using the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes palette, a couple of his lip products. It's kind of like a, not first, I guess first impressions a little bit. These are like the very first products I picked up from Artist Couture, like the first full eyeshadow palette. I've tried his Diamond Lights before, one other, but that's about it. Never tried his lip products, so this is kind of like a first impressions, but I'm very excited for you guys to see this look because I'm so proud of it. I love it. So if you want to learn how to get this look, then please. We're going to start off by priming our eyelids. I'm using my Urban Decay primer potion today. Go ahead and set the eye base. I'm going to use the Hourglass Veiled Translucent Powder. This is just the translucent one. Taking my Morphe E20 into pat. Then it also set my brows. We're going to be using, this is like my first Artist Couture like palette, so I purchased the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes palette. It is so gorgeous. I've been waiting to use this on camera. Follow me on Instagram, you'd know that I posted a picture with it, but I haven't used it yet. Like, gorgeous sleek packaging. Sorry if it was blinding you. It also comes with a big mirror right here. These are the gorgeous shades that's in here. It's very pretty. I think I want to do like a halo eye today. I haven't done that in a while, but I'm very excited because I've heard very good things about Artist Couture. If you've seen in my last video, I picked up the Artist Couture Highliner in Illuminati, and that was like beautiful. So I'm excited to use this. And let's get started. I'm going to start off by using a small brush. I'm going to be using the JH50, which is kind of like the 217, but it's much wider. It's a little bit dirty, but I try to clean it off with my Veromona brush cleaner or color swap. Shade Stripped right here to start lightly applying color into my crease. So I'm going to start off with the outer corners first. This is like a skin tone shade, so I don't know how much it will actually come off onto my eyes. Oh, it does. And I'm just going to blend it into the center. So you can see there's a little bit of payoff, but we're going to deepen that up with other shades as well. Now that we've kind of had have a little bit of color in the crease, I'm going to move on to a deeper shade. I take the color Nudist right here, which is a pretty neutral brown, a little bit deeper than Stripped, using the same brush. Going to lightly just pat into the outer corners and then blend to the center. You want to try to avoid color in the center, but obviously if you get a little bit of shadow in the center, it's fine because we're going to be covering that. I'm going to use like a smaller-ish brush. This is my Bdellium Tool 776, very similar to the 217 shape. I'm now going to take the shade Eccentric, which is a little bit deeper, more kind of like peachy toned, more brown. I'm going to apply that also on top. Colors are blending in really nicely. Really like this Eccentric shade. It would really look really gorgeous by itself too. Alright, I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. I'm going to take this Makeup Shack T50. There's a little bit of color that won't come off, but it's fine. It's still clean. I'm just going to lightly blend it out. I'm going to take like a shader brush. This is the JH44. I'm going to take Eccentric. I want the color to be more concentrated, so I'm going to just apply it onto the outer corners. And then I'm going to use my Bdellium tools and I'm going to blend. I'm going to do the same thing with a deeper shade. I'm going to go ahead and take Transcend right here, which is like a reddy brown. I'm going to apply that on top of Eccentric using same JH44. I want a more precise application before I blend it out. I'm going to be taking a different brush. I'm taking the this is the R37. It's like a little tulip brush, and I'm going to blend that inwards. Now we're going to deepen this up even more. Take the shade Aesthetic, which is like the deepest reddish brown, and we're going to go ahead and like smoke this out. I'm going to take my same JH44 to apply the color on. I'm going to use the same R37 because I like the tulip shape. Took a little bit on my brush. Because my inner corners are obviously very small, I'm going to take my JH44 and apply it and then blend it out. It's coming together. I'm going to take the color Nudist with my T50 from Makeup Shack, and I'm going to use that to blend out any harsh lines. So what I'm going to do now is I think I'm going to take Bronziana right here, this bronzy shade, and I'm going to apply it on the sides of each inner and outer corner, and then I want to put like a really pretty gorgeous shade called Opulence right in the center to make it pop. So I'm going to take my Lexi 211 concealer brush to pick Bronzina up, a deep bronzy shade, and then I'm going to apply it like right here. It's like stamping it on for now, and then we can blend out. Taking a new brush. This is the JH51. It's like a synthetic flat shader brush. This reminds me of the MAC 239. Just going to lightly like blend inwards. Now I want to take the shade Opulence, this gorgeous like shimmery golden bronze shade, and apply that. Look how pretty. Okay. Just going to apply that right in the center. You guys, that is so pretty. Oh my god, that is a really gorgeous bronze color. I'm going to take the M433 and I'm going to take Aesthetic. This M433 is similar to another, it's like another 217, just named differently, and I'm going to pat it on the outer corners and blend inwards. I want the blending to be more precise. I'm going to be taking my Makeup Shack T66, this very tiny pencil brush, and I'm going to take Aesthetic, and I'm going to do some detail work and literally blend the two together. And then taking the M433, we're going to lightly blend it. T50, blend out the harsh lines. I'm going to take the JH51, kind of, and the top part back and forth. I know I look a little crazy because I have like fallout everywhere, but I'm going to deepen the color Mink right here to kind of smoke this all out. I'll be taking the Morphe E18, which is like a bigger pencil brush. It kind of looks like this. It's a more fluffy pencil brush. and going back and forth. Taking my T50 with a little bit of Nudist. Going to blend this all out. Now I'm taking my Lexi 231 small tapered blending. It's like, looks like this, and I'm just ever so lightly blending out any of the harsh lines. I'm kind of tapping it off because the opulent shade is, it's like a pressed glitter, I want to say. It's kind of like his Diamond Lights finisher, but in a pressed version. I'm not quite sure, but it kind of flakes off a little bit like the glitter, so I'm tapping it off a little bit. And for the opulent shade, I stopped where like my crease is, so when I look straight, you can still see a little bit of the opulent shade. I have hooded eyelids, so it's a little bit harder to manipulate. A little red right now because I just wiped off, I tried to wipe off a lot of the glitter, but I already primed my face and I don't want to wipe off my primer. So we're going with this bronzy look. We're going to take the Sephora Radiant Luminizing Drops in Ultra Light. It's like their bronzy shade. Guys, I purchased some stuff from Dose of Colors when they had their sale, and I got their, I believe this is the pinpoint or pen point sponge. Look how huge this is compared to like the Beauty Blender. Look, this is like the size of my cheek, like my palm for reference. The size of my palm. How crazy is that? I love her regular sponge, but for some reason it kind of like teared apart really easily. I don't know if it was just me or if I'm too rough with it, but let me know down below if you guys have the same experience. But I did go ahead and buy a jumbo size because I do really like the quality of her sponges. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out. Super soft, and they blend really nicely. So now for foundation, I think I'm going to mix the two. I have the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. This is, I'm going to take 109 and a little bit of 104 because I feel like 109, when it like the dry down, it kind of looks a little deeper in shade. And just the tiniest bit of 104. This is a new, like half a pump. With my foundation brush, Sigma F60. So this is what it looks like. F4 is 104 is right in the center. It's a little bit more yellow. I am gonna spritz a little bit of spray. This is the Wet n Wild Coconut 3-in-1. It's been sitting out for a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of foundation on the back of my hand just to disperse the product and blend it out. I think it looks good, actually. Still really soft. If you've tried her regular sponge, it's the same thing, but just a different size. The color looks pretty good. I know it looks kind of crazy right now, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm now going to take my NARS Radiant Creamy in Ginger. Kind of fix up my shadow. I don't want to put too much foundation because I am learning to put like a little bit of foundation, like less is more, and then kind of concealing where I need with foundation. So I just used one pump of each. I think actually used a pump and a half of 109 and then half a pump of 104, so 2 pumps in total, and I just kind of like applied the foundation, whatever was left over, onto areas where I need it. But as you saw in the before clips, my skin is still struggling. Please let me know down below if your skin is struggling during this time. I literally, I don't know why I was doing better and then this happened. I don't know. Like mostly my forehead. I do have a little bit of breakouts on my cheeks, but it's not as bad as my forehead. But anyways, I'm going to let this set and get a little bit tacky, and I'll be right back. So now that I look a little bit better, here it is. So my verdict for this pinpoint sponge so far is I love it. It's really easy to get like right in the inner corners, and it like squishes really nicely, so it's not like It's just the right amount of bounciness. Like, I had my beauty blender just in case I did not like it. And this is like a little bit more squishy, but not as squishy as like the Real Techniques. Like, I really like that too, but I feel like that one just squishes and it kind of stays in place, and it takes like a long time for it to like go back to its shape, you know? But I like this. And then I like the pinpoint because then I can blend it up and like really fix up my, like, the shape of my shadow. Before I move on to my highlighting concealer, I'm going to go ahead and contour. This is the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour Light, the JHO 8. I'm going to use my sponge as well. I'm going to start off with my chin. Oh my god, it's blending in so nicely with the sponge. You guys. I'm shocked. Also picked up some new shades of my Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue concealers. I feel like the ones that I got were a little bit, just the teeniest bit too light for me. So when their complexion items were like 50% off, I picked up 2 new shades of that. I got number 10 and number 13. I'm going to mix the two. I'm going to use 13 first, which is in the light medium category. So this right here is 13, more on the yellowy end, and this is 10, which is light. This also has a yellow undertone, but lighter in shade. I am loving this sponge and how my complexion looks. I know there's a little bit of texture going on my skin, but other than that, I think it looks really good. I love the shades I got for both the concealers and the foundation. The new shade that I'm mixing in for my foundation, I think it looks really good. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and bake using my Hourglass Veil Translucent. I'm just going to make sure that I don't have any crease. Oh, this is really easy to carve my nose out. We're going to set the rest of the face first. I'm going to take my Luxie 502 large powder brush with my Maybelline Superstay full coverage powder in 220. Looks like that. And I'm going to lightly pat. My hair is so crazy. A little bit longer. We're going to go ahead and bronze up the face. I'm going to take my Too Faced The Little Black Book of Bronzers and take Endless Summer and Dark Chocolate right here, this one and this one, and mix it together to bronze up the face. I'm taking my Morphe M551. So Endless Summer has a little bit of shimmer to it, and then the Dark Chocolate one is just their regular dark chocolate one. And I'm going to bronze. It looks crazy on camera, but it's not that dark actually. I'm going to take my Bedazzling tools and blend this out a little bit. Take this shade right here. I don't even know because I've like used it so much. The name rubbed off. So I'm going to use this cool tone one right here, which is just their Chocolate Soleil. It's like more cool tone than the rest of them, and this is my Morphe E4. And again, I'll be bronzing up. I'm going to blend. Now I'm going to bake under. I'm going to carve it out with my Dose of Colors sponge. I applied some lashes. So the lashes I'm wearing are KoKo Lashes Goddess. I applied some eyeliner on the lower lash line. This is the Colourpop and Karreuche collection, I believe. I believe it's the Brown Sugar collection. This is the cream gel liner in Rum, and I smudged that on the lower lash line. Tightline with my Marc Jacobs highliner in Earthquake, and my mascara is the Benefit Cosmetics Bad Gal Bang. Lashes as always, House of Lashes. So let's apply some blush. I think I'm going to use the Nudestix Nudies All Over Face color in Deep Maple A today, because I think it'll look good. I'm going to just apply some on the back of my hand. Take my Morphe E34 and I'm going to just blush it like this. Kind of like back and forth so it's worked into the bristles. I can't talk ever. I don't know why. I'm going to smile. This is such a pretty color. And it's like very muted too, so it's not going to take away from the eye look but still give you a very beautiful flush. And it doesn't ever disrupt my face makeup, even though it's cream and I've already set. I'm going to go back with my blender, a sponge. I'm going to pat it. I kind of want a little overboard, but that's okay. I'm going to take my Makeup Shack T66 and I'm going to take the shade Aesthetic, that reddish brown, and a little bit of mink. So these two shades right here, blend that out. Make sure to connect the two. My Dose of Color shader brush, we're going to blend it out first. I'm going to take Nudist and slightly blend. Apply some highlighter. I'm going to be taking the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Illuminati. I'm going to take my A23. Oh, look how pretty. I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is the 229 from Luxie. So I can do my Cupid's bow. I'm going to set my brows. This is the Sephora Collection Clear Brow Gel. I applied some mascara on my lower lashes. This is the L'Oreal Shocking Extensions in black. To do my lips now. So I did pick up some one lipstick from the Supreme Nudes collection. This is called Saucy Gal, and this is like just the prettiest nude shade ever. So I got that, and then I got the infamous what is this called? The Artist Couture. Is it just lip gloss? I don't know. Lip gloss in Uncensored 2.0. So I'm going to also put that on top, but I gotta line my lips. I think I'm going to use Dose of Colors Dime. There's a lot of Dose of Colors and Artist Couture. I did not mean for that to happen. Just some new stuff I've been wanting to use. So I'm going to line my lips. I'm going to go ahead and apply the lipstick in a Saucy Gal. I've never used any of his lipsticks or lip products. This is so cute. I really like this color. I'm going to take Dime again to reline my lips. It tastes good too. I don't know what it is, but it kind of tastes like candy. And it's cute. It's like not completely matte, kind of like a satin. So let's apply some gloss. This is a nude gloss, obviously. It's Uncensored 2.0. Ooh, it smells good too. It has like a, is it called doe foot? I don't know. I'm just gonna apply it in the center. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my tutorial. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!